Buenos días a todos, bienvenidos a mi canal super épico de YouTube. Yo soy Filfi Frank de Latam, o sea, con el gorrito peruano, mejor dicho, el peruano el peruano cochino. Bueno, eso es una broma, yo soy de Chile. Bueno, soy canadiense, pero vengo de Chile. No, al revés. Okay, I'm gonna cut the bullshit now. So, YouTube has been a pretty wild experience. Like, I've been doing it since I was 16, and I'm turning 19 soon. So basically, that was my high school years wasted. I could have been going out to parties. I could have been getting bitches. But instead, I was shitposting. Low effort shitpost at that. So, if any of you have been longtime viewers of me, dating back all those years, I'm looking at you, Vanguard, you will notice I used to have another channel before, and that was a pretty nice experience. So that channel lasted for about a year until it got hacked because I'm stupid. I am unironically stupid. I downloaded pirated Photoshop, and I got a virus, and it hacked into my account when I was in the middle of a fucking avocado field. True story. So yeah, I want to talk a little bit about that channel and my main one now, and also this little second one, and as well as a hobby of mine, reading. And yes, that's OBS right there. And as you can see, my idol, he, alongside Joseph Stalin and Adolf Hitler, are my inspiration in this life. So, yes, old channel. I started that kind of around, I think, the middle of 2021. Yeah, middle of 2021. And the videos I was uploading were awful. Yes, they were awful. Absolutely awful. But I was having fun. And I was learning. I was getting better. And I figured that the best way to get views on YouTube was to bully homosexuals. But I am a redeemed person. I do not do that anymore. I'm joking. I have nothing against gay people. So yes, edgy memes and all that type of stuff. I have everything saved on my computer, which is nice. So that was a blast. I started getting better. I started getting more views, more subscribers, and that was truly a nice experience. And then, as I mentioned, the channel got hacked, and I lost it. I think I was more sad when I lost that channel than I was when my grandfather died. And I mean, that's not really saying a lot, because I never really knew him that much, since I live all the way down here in South America. Okay, so yeah, anyway, I was pretty sad. So I started a new one, and that's kind of the one that I'm assuming many of you guys have been watching, because no one's fucking watching this new one I have. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about that channel. And that channel I made kind of like at the end when I was out of ideas. Like I wouldn't say burnt out, but just not as creative. So that entire year, 2022, was just like me dragging my feet in the dirt. Because I just didn't have any good ideas. I was just dragging myself, like trying to push forward. But I couldn't really do anything new. So then I started a second channel. We're not going to talk about that one. I uploaded one video. It is awful. I still stand by everything I said in it. Oh, so yeah. So around that time, I started working on... Wait, I can't remember. Okay, so I started making shit. And again, I wasn't as satisfied with it as I was with my older content. Even though it was arguably a bit better, it still just didn't have that special feeling that that original channel did. And you know, I started working on my little Ura versus Uwu video, which I love. That took so fucking long to make. But I am proud of it. I am. So, after that, I was kind of excited. I wanted to upload, but I kept on getting like videos taken down and strikes. I didn't want to lose my channel, so I just stopped uploading for a good amount of time. And that was at a time when I was going to be graduating high school, where I'd be moving on in life. You know, becoming an adult, a responsible one that should be doing something else other than fucking around on the internet. So, the career that I want to get into is history. And I went on this little tour of a university that was organized by my school. So I went there, and I actually got to speak to the head professor. She was a pretty nice person, and I started talking to her a little about, like, what does it take? Like, what do you need to do to learn? And one thing that she brought up, was lots of reading. And that also coincides with some stuff I've heard from other bigger history YouTubers on this platform. And it was also kind of a time when I finally got one of the Russian classics. Here, look at this, comrade. Look, beautiful, 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 just like your mother. And I have this one, Crime and Punishment. I haven't read it yet. They were going to make me read it for school, but I didn't give a shit. So anyways, I spent so long looking for these books. I think since like 2019, I believe. I think that was, no, not 19. 2020. That's when I first started looking for these. And, you know, I started reading them, and I enjoyed it. And then I was also reading some George Orwell, where the fuck is it? Wait. So yes, and I also had to read some Animal Farm. So I was doing more reading than normal. And, Jesus Christ, I got lots of stuff here. I gotta move some of it. Alright. Okay, so, yes. And then I came across this one, which I had seen previously, and it caught my eye, and I figured, maybe I should read it. And I did. I bought a copy, a cheap photocopy, because they Chileans love these things. And I liked it, and I was kind of like in the mood for reading. And then I remembered, oh, hey, I purchased this one quite some time ago. And I started to read this one from the start. Really good book. I highly recommend it. Hitler and Stalin, Two Dictators and the Second World War. And that was around the time when I went on that university tour, and I spoke with the head teacher, and she said, lots of reading. You're going to have to do lots of that if you want to be a historian. So I started reading this one. I started reading like 10, 20, 50, 80 pages a day. And after that, I was really in the mood for reading. So I started buying more and more books, and I can't remember which one I bought after that. I think it was this one right here, My Ukraine by Victoria Belim. This is a really nice one. It's kind of sweet. And it reminded me a lot of, of myself. Like, you know, she was going back to Ukraine in 2014, and she had spent lots of time abroad. And, well, I kind of just felt distant. Her home country felt distant. And as a Canadian who lives abroad, I can really relate to that from my own experiences of traveling back to Canada. I'm kind of feeling like I don't belong there. Granted, I don't really feel like I belong here either. Okay, so anyways, yeah, I was having fun. I was reading, I got this one. And this was just given to me by a friend. I don't even remember his name. Okay, so anyways, yes, reading. I was doing lots of that. And I was kind of like, you know, maybe I could do that. I could read about history and make videos about it. Because that was something that I always kind of thought of, but I didn't really know, like, how, because, you know, my knowledge of history was usually just superficial back then. Like, not, like, stupid, but just superficial. So, you know, reading books, it contains a lot more information than what you would get otherwise from, let's say, an article or a short little YouTube video. Like, basically what I was consuming before. So, yes, I started getting into the mood, and I was like, okay, you know, I made one video titled Stalin Was an Idiot. It's uploaded on my main channel, and I based it mostly off of this one. Again, really nice book. And, well, I honestly don't know how well that did. I didn't check out the comments, because I don't really know how people are going to like it, and I was kind of afraid about that, because, you know, on that main channel of mine, my audience isn't there to listen to me give lectures about history and all sorts of stuff like that. They're there for stupidity, because I'm an idiot. They're there to watch me make a fool out of myself. So I still haven't checked it to this day. I don't think I will. I'm just kind of nervous about that. So yeah, I started reading more and more and more, and I wanted to make another video, but this time like a really good one. Like an hour long with so many sources. So I came to the decision to make it about Pinochet and his dictatorship. So I found, where's the book? It's around, it's under all of this stuff. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, so I had to make the decision to make another video on history, and I want to make one about Pinochet and his dictatorship. So I read this one. La Sombra del Dictador, or The Shadow of the Dictator. There's a copy in English. And this one's really good. It was written by a man who was a member of the opposition, and Jesus Christ, it's hot in here. So yeah, pretty good book. And I bought a whole bunch more. I have Para que nunca más, de Juan Emilio Sherry. I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyways, he was accused for human rights violations, but we're not going to bring that up, okay? Killing commies, throwing them out of helicopters. It's not a very good thing. I was going to say base, but I don't want this to be hate speech. I love everyone. I promise that I love everyone. So yes, yeah, I kind of just kept on reading and reading and reading. And before that, I also read some other books. No! I dropped some, fuck. Yes, I did some other reading, and I read some other books, like this one right here by Orlando Figes about the history of Russia. This is a very good one. He talks a lot about, I guess, authoritarianism in Russia and how it has come to that. And it gave me an idea for another video, and I probably will do something about Russia. I want to make one about the revolution. Specifically, the October Revolution. So I also want to make some other stuff related to that time period. So So I read this one by Richard Pipes. It's huge. It's the largest book I have read. It's really good. Not really the most exciting thing. Like I felt more emotion off of reading other types of books, but it's still pretty good. I highly recommend it. And yeah, pretty much it. I have a bunch of other stuff here. This one right here by Jeff Rutherford. La guerra de la infantería alemana, 1941 y 1944. Combate y genocidio en el frente del este. Yes, you can. There's a copy in English. Just look up the Infantryman's War, Jeff Rutherford, and blah, blah, blah. You can find it. So I want to make one about German war crimes, and I will. The problem is that getting the books I need is incredibly difficult. Like, I have one titled Marching Through Darkness that is yet to get here. I ordered that thing in November, and it has gone fucked up. What, the shipping? It's just screwed. I want to get Ordinary Men and some other books about Russia and other things such as Ukraine. Oh, right, Quacky. I moved this stuff. Yeah, so I have this one right here, The Gates of Europe by Sergei Blocky. I don't know. I don't speak Ukrainian. The Past and Present of Ukraine. This one's really good. It's kind of filled with all this like a little. Oh look! Did you know that guy was Ukrainian? Did you know that the wife of Alexander Pushkin was Ukrainian? Wow, I know. The priest that marched in Petrograd during the 1905 revolution, who got shot at, he was Ukrainian from Poltava, I believe. I don't know. So yeah, anyways, good book, and it kind of gave me an idea for another video I want to make about the province of Galicia, which is like in the western part of the country, and its history. And yeah, basically, Galicia region in western Ukraine, it's been fought over by the Poles and the Ukrainians a ton, and it's kind of interesting. There are some books about it. Well, more so the history of Galicia that I want to get. I just have to get them, which will take time, and it will take money, so please, I have a coffee page. Can you give me money? I promise I will not spend it on weed. I will use it to further my education and your entertainment. And you... There we go. So I have some other things here. If you see in my community post, I'm working on a video about armed resistance under Pinochet's dictatorship, and I've found some. This one's called Bulgarians, Búlgaros, el ejército entrenado para matar a Pinochet, by Mauricio Leandro Osorio. Basically about the Chilean exiles who went abroad to places like Bulgaria, East Germany, Cuba, and received training there, and then came back to, try to kill Pinochet, such as Juan Valenzuela Livy. He was a leader of the attack, and he was trained in Bulgaria. And I also have some other ones, which I've never seen before, and I will say are very interesting. Wait. So yes, I have this one right here, titled Las Tres Letras, Historia y Contexto del Movimiento de Izquierda Revolucionaria, the MIR. And this one's pretty interesting, kind of like at the part where I'm at right now, kind of like the almost first half. It's mostly about the historical context when this group kind of like was created. It's still a good book, and I like it. I'll probably use it for future videos as well, aside from the one about armed resistance. And where is it? This one I read not too long ago. Yeah. Los Fusileros, Crónica Secreta de una Guerrilla en Chile, de Juan Cristóbal Peña. This one's really good. Unfortunately, I didn't mark any of the pages like what I normally do. But anyways, it's very good. The end, I really like the end, because it's kind of emotional, just seeing how fucking futile everything was. Because everyone's like dead now, or in jail, or they suffer from trauma and shit. So, the story of the men who participated in this event and the attempted assassination is kind of tragic. Lots of them died. Oh yeah. Here I have another one that I read recently. Una historia de la traición en Chile. This one's pretty good. It covers a lot of different historical periods in the country, usually in between the 20th and 21st century. I will use it as a source for future videos that I want to work on. So speaking about them and Chile, future videos in Chile, I want to make one on Chile after Pinochet and one on Chile before Pinochet. And one good book that has been very helpful for getting information for that, I hope you can hear me, has been this one, La Historia Política de Chile, 1810 hasta 2010, tomo 2, Estado y Sociedad. This one, good. Well, though I will say that the ones printed by this little company right here, I've only read 2 of them, but they're kind of boring, but very educational. Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say. I have some other stuff here. Yes. I was really gonna end the video, but fuck, that was so stupid. Where is it? Oh, look at that. 999, scheiße. Oh, stay then, please. I don't know how the song goes, but anyways, I think I may do a video on this one. I wanted to do a video on... Fuck, let me get it. On the Communist Manifesto. I think that would be interesting. And I actually started writing the script for it. But I kind of got bored. Because this is the most boring book I have ever read. I mean, if you're a fan of Marx for some reason, then yeah, sure, go read it. But I wouldn't. I wouldn't recommend it. And I have some other ones here that I think were really good. Here's one that I found on the Beagle conflict. Veteranos de 1978. Relatos de los protagonistas. That's in Patagonia. My reading is awful, despite how much I read. It's awful. It's not even due to the language barrier or anything. It's just how it is normally, even in English. And I also have some other ones right here. This one, I think it's pretty cool. Yeah. 1978, el año que marchamos a la guerra. Testimonio. From Guillermo Barbex. Oh, my throat. I hope the microphone's not that bad. Yeah. Oh, here's another interesting one. Like, I got this for a decent price. The Myths of the Second World War. I mean, I haven't read it yet. it's not very long. It's kind of, I'm assuming it's gonna be kind of like basic, but still pretty interesting. There are books about the Chilean armed forces. Can you hear me? Yeah, they can. That I want to get. I have this one right here. The History of Naval Artillery. Historia de la Artillería Naval en la Armada de Chile. Desde los albores hasta nuestros días. This one, it's a pretty nice one. Hardcover. Yeah. Got it for a good price. 20,000 pesos. Cool. I haven't read it yet. I will, just because it covers a long time period. And holy shit, I got like a little stack. Jesus Christ. Okay. What else? Oh yeah, there's this one series that I wanted to get. It's basically titled the Historia Militar de Chile. Basically goes from 1890 to 2000, I believe. I don't know. It seems interesting. I'm sure it will be a good read. There's some other ones I want to get, such as a book about the history of the SS. I don't remember the exact name, but maybe I'll like link it up there if I can find it. And there's one titled Revolutionary Russia by Orlando Figes. That one's on Amazon. I'll have to order it. There's one titled The Soviet Century. And I think that would be an interesting read, because it's basically a history book about the Soviet Union. Holy shit, this has been going on for 22 minutes. Oh, crikey. And yeah, that's basically it. I hope you enjoyed. Espero que lo hayan disfrutado, cabros. Hasta luego. Buena, cabros. Chúpame el pene.